Any seats good?
Wherever you're comfortable.
I'm sitting drenched AK on his 400th win, so I'm gonna sit in this one. He's a little soaked up here.
It's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a big tech guy, but I don't want to mess nothing up.
Nice.
There we go.
And you talked about you getting your confidence in a game like this. What does a performance like this do for your confidence heading into conference play?
Yeah, it's a big confidence booster. It just shows me and just reinstills in my brain like what I can do, even if I'm not trying to score. Just finding the open spots and just being available and active. And that's the kind of the mindset I went into today. Not really trying to score, but just coaches sent me this tweet. Mindset of winning, not trying to score, but just trying to do anything to help your team to win. And I think that separated me from the last two games. I was kind of trying to be selfish and like, I need to score to help my team win, but we got so many talented guys on the roster. So it was kind of like trying to just find where I can help. And then I just turned out they found me the ball, and I just had a good game today, Nothing really too much to it.
How would you describe on how you score the ball? Some guys are drivers, some guys. For you, what do you think is the key to scoring points for you?
Just constant movement. I'm not going to bring the ball down the floor. I'm not saying I can't. I'm not going to shoot threes. I'm not saying I can't, but that's not my role on the team. Just like I said, anything to win. Just finding the spaces. Just play after the play. Coach like to say, we run a play, it doesn't work. It's my job to be like the QB and just keep the ball moving, and getting everybody active, and that's really what's to it.
You guys defensively today, that's a season low points that you allowed.
Yeah.
You got 13 turnovers. They didn't shoot the ball well. Kind of what was the key to you? Do you think the key was defensively for you guys today?
Just being more physical and being on edge. Coach always says being the more determined team. I think we did that for sure, especially on the defensive end. We gave up a lot of threes these past couple games to three-point shooters, and they can do that pretty well. They put up a lot of threes, and just being physical and communicating and being on the same page is what we are really focused on in practice, and I think we came out and executed that perfectly today.
What's the key to turning those turnovers into points? You've done that the last couple games where you've really been able to not only get turnovers but turn it into easy buckets the other way.
Staying active, we switches up our defenses, so it keeps the offense on their heels, and they don't really know what to do. And like I said, if we're all on the same page, we kind of just get to not just running something, but playing basketball more than anything. And I think from the beginning of the season to now, that's changed drastically. We're starting to trust each other on both ends, and just the time we spend together and the chemistry we have, we're kind of just. It's like we don't got to say nothing. We just look at each other and we know what we're about to do. So I think that's a big step for us in the right direction, especially going into conference to help us get those easy baskets from defense to offense.
Y'all aren't the tallest team, but like I asked the coach, it seems like y'all play with some edge, rebounding. Do you feel like you'll have a grit to y'all? Facts.
Big shout out to Danny and Ev, the big rebounding guys, big trio. Coach calls us three-headed snake. We kind of anchor on the boards. And after that, the scrimmage we had against Vandy and WKU brought us in a film session with the forwards, and they just told us it flat out wasn't good enough. They'll be the smallest anywhere we play, especially in conference. And they said we got to be different. We have that dog to us. And I think every day in practice we just brought that and just had that mindset that we going to get this rebound and nobody else. If it's not me, it's him. If it's not him, it's him. And then they also just had the guards crashing too, just to help us out, get in there. But being the shortest team, you got to be a dog. And we don't really look at the height. Everybody, when we step in the court, we all the same height. Everybody, you bleed how I bleed, and we just going to see who's going to win, who a dog. So, that's the kind of mindset we got, and it's working out for us for sure.
You have 11 days before you play again.
Yeah.
How good is it to get a rest here right now? Get a few days of rest before you come back to practice. Is that kind of needed, do you think, right now?
Yeah, especially having them 3 games in the 7-day stretch. We've been working. We still got to work even when we go over break, but we can breathe a little bit and get our mind flipped to these non-conference games to conference games. So we're going to have some better competition. We're not going to be playing Big South. Big shout out to UNC Asheville, but we got to get ready for bigger, better things. And this 4-day break is going to help us recoup, but we still got to get back to it when we get back for sure.
Good. Thanks, man.
Thank y'all so much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.